Hey, this is LiYON, and you're watching The Music Enthusiast.
Hi, what's up? I'm Sarah from The Music Enthusiast, and today I'm here with LiYON. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
So happy to be talking to you. You're a fellow Montrealian.
Montrealer?
Yeah,
Montrealian?
that makes sense. My brain isn't working today, so excuse that. But I mean, how is your cat doing?
She's like the same as usual, kind of napping all the time and just being kind of sassy a little bit and just pretty nice.
She's so sweet.
I'm so lame.
I mean, first off, I wanted to ask about like your stage name. I thought it was LiYON, but it's LiYON. So glad.
It's whatever you want it to be. I think Anglophones want to call it LiYON.
Yeah.
And people who speak French, they want to say lion for some reason. I don't know why, but it just happens like that. So I say just roll with it.
And why is the I like not capitalized? Is that like it looks cool, but
It's
is
just
it like a reason why?
because people can't seem to understand how to write it. They're always like LYON or like they just don't understand. So I wanted it to like pop out, like to stand out and just be like, oh, there's an I in there.
Yeah. I mean, it looks cool too. So
Thanks.
no problem. And you've been working in the music industry for such a long time. So do you have a fondest musical memory?
Wow. I think it's like when my brother's friends were, I was like 13 or 14. And my brother's friends were in a punk band and they were recording in a studio in Montreal. And I went with them for a little bit and I just went like, wow, this is amazing. And since then I wanted to do that. And I've been doing it since then.
That's so cool. And like your music is so different from like pop punk.
Yeah, it is. Because I used to listen to a lot of like hip hop and punk rock like a long time ago. I was a skate. I'm still a skater, but yeah, I was a skater in the 90s. So it was pop punk and hip hop back then.
Yeah. And you used to live in LA and Toronto, and now you moved back to your hometown, Montreal. So
Yeah.
what inspired that move and what inspired you to like get back to your own music?
So I wanted to move back to Montreal because I was super lonely. I wanted to be with friends and family. And I kind of like after 4 years in Toronto, I kind of like understood that career is not that important if you don't have friends and family to be with. So I really wanted to move back and just be with my friends and my brother who had a baby. So I have a niece and I wanted to see her grow up and be close to my family. Yeah. And then, so I kind of burnt out for like career wise. And so I moved back to Montreal and then I started concentrating on my personal project that just makes me happy. And I just do it for me. And there's no one like telling me how to do it or
Yeah.
So that's why.
True. You have to be your own fan after all, I guess.
I'm sorry.
That's the best thing too, because you have to be like your number one fan in the end.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of hard sometimes to be your number one fan. It's like this constant struggle to just like keep loving everything I do, because sometimes I'll release something and then it's like 2 months later I'll be like, I don't like this one anymore. I want to do a new one.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah.
As an interviewer, I get that so much. I'm like, I thought the interview went so well, but I did so bad.
And it turns out that you did well, and yeah, and people liked it. So
yeah. You recently released Back It Up. So how are you feeling about that release? Oh my God, she is adorable.
She just doesn't give a crap. She's just like, ugh, humans. Sorry, I interrupted.
I love it. So I mean, how are you feeling about Back It Up being released?
I'm super happy with the turnout, actually. I think people kind of connected to the subject of my track, which is like kind of how short-term love can be these days with like apps and all of that, um, and how fragile love can be. So yeah, I'm super happy with how many people connected to it.
I mean, you write both in English and French. You have a mixture both in your discography. So what major differences have you seen while writing French music and English music?
What do you mean? Like what's the difference?
Like like during the process, what major differences do you see?
There's a lot more swearing and like kind of like pulling out my hair when I'm writing in French.
Okay.
Because I don't really listen to French music, so it's kind of hard for me to be in that mindset. But I've been working really hard at it because I know it's important for people here in Montreal to hear me sing in French. And obviously, like I'm French, like I was raised in French, so it should be natural for me to write in French. So that's kind of the difference, yeah.
I guess like the verbs play a big part in it too, because like the French language is so complicated as well.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. But also there's like, I feel like sometimes it's just harder in terms of like there's more words to fit into a sentence. If you want to say this, you have to put more words. So it's just like it doesn't make any sense. You just want to cut words out.
Yeah, and it needs to like fit with like the rhythm of the song too. And like,
Exactly, for it to like fit in that little sentence. Yeah.
do you have any upcoming projects soon that you could tell us about?
I made a music video. I also direct a video.
Yeah.
And I made a music video for my next track that's going to come out on July 6th. So it's called Starstruck. And so I made a music video for that. And I don't know what's going to happen in the near future because we're waiting for answers for like grant applications.
Yes.
So I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm waiting on my managers to kind of tell me like, okay, you can release whatever you want. And I just want to release everything right now.
I feel like everyone does, right? Like you're
Yeah.
making so many good songs. And I mean, if you could describe your music as an animal, which one would it be and why?
My music as an animal, I guess it's kind of like super chill. It's not this like go out and kind of like scream kind of music. So I guess it's not a sloth because it's like a little more upbeat. Maybe a cat.
Yeah, I feel like you have to say a cat at this point.
Yeah, because it's kind of chill, but I do have songs that are a little more upbeat. But yeah, it's a cat. It's like dreamy a little bit. Like it always feels like you're kind of sleeping. So yeah.
I feel like you have to say your cat specifically.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I just took a long nap.
I love it. And last question, who are your favorite artists right now?
Right now, it's just like it's kind of hard for me to say because I listen to so many different things. Like I'd have to look at my playlist.
You could if you want to.
I could tell you that a really good friend of mine just released an album and it's really good. He's called Ormiston. He's on Lisbon Lux. He just dropped it today. So shout out to him. Par Plage, an artist from Montreal or like Quebec or something. Cool. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me.
Well, thank you. Look me up on social media, on Instagram. You can write to me. I always write back. I love when people write to me. So like, yeah, let's link up.